Hey, how's it going out there in YouTube land? I had a really cool interaction with one of my followers, and it made me want to do a video and just encourage you to take that step. So this is one of my followers. They've been kind of private messaging me a little bit and just kind of asking my advice. They want to move into a van. They're trying to figure it out, and I hear that a lot and people talk about it, but this person really kind of stepped up and I didn't realize. So anyway, they sent me a private message saying, yeah, I'm like, would I really be able to sleep in a van? Like, would I really want to do that? So I rented a van and took a weekend trip, or I don't know how long a trip they said. And I'm thinking, wow, that's really cool. Like, really try it out. See if you like it. I mean, don't just think about it. This person was serious, and so they took the trip to whatever national park or whatever thing they wanted to see. And on the trip, and it was a newer van, on the trip, they woke up in the middle of the night and someone was trying to break in the van. And I don't know exactly what kind of van it was. I didn't catch all that. I mean, it wasn't like a detailed thing. They just kind of wanted to give me an update and say, hey, I wanted to share this story with you. And someone's trying to break in, and as they're waking up and moving around, someone outside heard it and they ran off, and they jumped in the front seat and turned the ignition on to leave, and there was like a warning light on the dash saying break-in attempt, like the car told, break-in attempt over and over again. And so they were just like, is that something you've ever experienced, or is that normal? And I had to go, oh my gosh. I had to write back, no, that's never happened to me. Wow, you're just really unlucky there. And maybe if you had it wasn't a brand new vehicle, it wouldn't have happened, or it didn't look like a work van maybe or something. But wow, I was just like, what bad luck on your first trip. But they kept going. It was like the second day, and they haven't got back to me on how the rest of the trip went, but they kept going and just tried it again, and doing it on your own, being a single person out there doing it, and just sleeping in the back of a van and figuring out, like, they were like, oh, my stuff was everywhere and I hated it. I had to figure out how to organize. And so this just inspired me to go out there and say, like, there's a lot of people who watch my channel and other van people channels just because it's interesting, but you have no desire to do this. And that's awesome. If it's just interesting, then great, I love it. But there are other people who are interested, but they'd love to do it, or they want to do it, or gosh, could I do it? I think I'd love it. And they don't do it. And they just keep finding more and more people like us to follow, and they don't actually step out and try it. And do it, and just take a week trip and rent a van and just do it. Or if you own a minivan, just take all the seats out of the back and just try it. And I encourage those people, or those people on the fence, do it. Follow the lead of this subscriber of mine, and just go have a fun adventure and figure out, oh gosh, I hated that. I would never want to do that. I'm so glad I tried it before I went and did it. Or holy crap, that was amazing. I want to do it for a longer trip, or I want to do it forever. Or you know what I mean, do it for a long time. So it's like, I have to just say that I just applaud that subscriber for doing it. And I would just say out there, if you're on a fence, or you want to try it, or just take an adventure, and see how it might work for you. Or not even that. Let's say I talk about cleaning out your closet, and you're like, oh, I'd love to do that someday. Don't go and clean your own closet out. Go in your linen closet. There's one you can try. Go in your linen closet and do an experiment. Get rid of get rid of some of your towels and all your hand towels and sheets. I know when I was in a home, I had like 15 towels, and there wasn't enough people to use 15 towels. What do you need 15 towels for? And some people have more than that. Like, one towel per person in the house, and you wash them once a week, or 2 towels, whatever. That linen closet, start there and see if you like it. Start with that drawer I talked about in the kitchen. There's so many places you could just start and see and just start moving that direction. And you know, if you're just watching for entertainment, then this isn't for you. Just enjoy. But if you have like, oh gosh, I really should look at that, or I really should think about that, then think about a creative way to take that step. But don't take the plunge, you know, think about it. You don't have to move from a 3,000 square foot house into a, you know, 2-bedroom apartment or whatever. But just think about, what could I do to kind of see what would be different? You know, go rent, I don't know, when you go on vacation, rent a suite, like a bedroom suite, and just bring the stuff you need and see what it'd be like, and envision yourself living in this space all the time, in this small space, you know? What would that be like? And just envision what that might be like. And yeah, I guess I really could live in a small apartment instead of having this gigantic mortgage. Who knows what it is? But, you know, just take that plunge and try it if that's what you want to do. And I just hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I just appreciate that private comment. And I get lots of private comments, and I really appreciate those. They're more intimate, more personal, and sharing things that, you know, you don't want to be public, and you don't want to be scrutinized. So it's cool to get that, and I just appreciate all of you out there, and it's just awesome to have fans and friends and people out there, followers, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.